Cool. So, welcome everyone to the second half of July intake for the new 4204. So, you guys will have been given a message by Mark that it is supposed to be cameras on. I've been trying to turn my camera on for the last little bit, but I think my stupid work laptop has been blocked from camera for some reason. Um, yeah, I know some of you guys don't have cameras, and that's fine. We'll just leave it for now. Cool. So I have been moved from the normal meeting room that I've been using. So hopefully this should come up for everyone. Is everyone now seeing the PowerPoint that's come up? Cool. That's good. Sweet. So we went over last year a few weeks. Oh, really? So unless I share it, all right, for those who can't see, are you guys using a web browser or are you using Teams? Is it maybe the fact that you're okay? So you're still, does anyone using Teams and can't see it? Because I think it might be the fact that you're using the browser, which is annoying. Teams and you still can't see it. All right, so okay. Okay, can everyone see my screen now? Is there anyone who can't see the screen? Okay, might have to do that instead. No problem. Hope everyone can see the PowerPoint presentation now.
No, but I can't see. I just got SP, two SPs.
How about now?
No.
So, okay. Is there anyone who can't see the PowerPoint now?
Can't see nothing, bro.
Okay, so those who can't see, I will be going over everything. The video will go up onto the YouTube page. It's nothing insanely technical. We're mostly just going over the second block course, pre-course, to talk to you guys about. So it's a nice, easy one for the start of term. Talk to you guys about what happens at block course and go over the second half of um, practical abilities you'll need to display at the course. So when we talked about tasks 1 to 4 before, we talked about you're going to need to demonstrate fuse selection and replacement. So select, identify, and replace fuse elements. So that's your rewirable fuses and your HRC fuses. Identify electrical fittings, so recognize common fittings in their applications. So things like power points, light switches, circuit breaker, different types of cable. Identifying flexible cords and cables. So tell us, is it flex? Is it TPS? The old vulcanized Indian rubber. And then identify them and understand their uses. Basic handling. So you're going to terminate cords using crimp lugs. So you're going to use crimp lugs to terminate flexible cords safely. Soldering and desoldering. There'll be a little bit of solder work for components on circuit boards and wiring tags. You're going to have to make up single phase cord extension sets. So assemble a standard single phase cord extension with appropriate connectors. It won't be like a meters long cord. Basically, you'll be given about half a meter to a meter of flex cable to fit off a male and a female plug, just to show that you know how to wire them. We will, if you haven't done it before, we will show you how to do it, how to strip the cable properly, how to terminate, and things like that. We won't give you bootlace ferrules if you guys are used to using those. You are more than welcome to steal a couple from work. And then you'll also have to make up a three-phase cord extension set using the appropriate IP-rated connectors. And then electrical appliance testing. So you'll test single-phase appliances, so voltage and current readings if they're in working condition, and then go through the procedure of filling out a test and tag for a portable appliance to comply with AS/NZS 3760. So one of the other tasks is you'll design and terminate sub-circuits, so your socket outlets. So you'll be basically be expected to show using TPS wiring how to run cable to a switchboard, connect it to a circuit breaker, and then connect the phase, the neutral, and earth conductors to the appropriate terminals. You'll design and terminate switching circuits. So you'll do normal, just straight single switch to a ceiling rose light circuits. You'll do two switches to two ceiling roses. Each switch will switch one of the ceiling roses. And then you will do a two-way light switch with using strap cable. And then do a three-way lighting circuit with an intermediate switch using strap cable. And then you'll go into working with three heat switches. So those of you who can see it and those who will be watching it on the video, so when is the block course? That will be, I'm not 100% sure when everyone's block course is, but you guys will be given notice as to when it is. It should be hopefully before the end of this term, if not before June. It's just a week, so it's not a 2-week course like the second and third years. It's just a 1-week course. So yeah, control circuits, the three heat switch. So you'll be shown how to wire up a three heat switch so that it works on low, and then how to wire it up so it works in medium. So the way it normally works is for the heating elements, it the heating elements are wired in series for low power. Only one element is wired for medium power, and two elements are wired in parallel for high. That way, that's how it does low, medium, and high. And then we'll look at simmerstats. Have any of you guys done simmerstats with any stoves or ovens? Okay, so the way the simmerstat works, it's a hot water cylinder is a thermostat. So a thermostat reads the temperature of the in a tank of the hot water cylinder. Simmerstat is more for your stove elements. So the way the simmerstat works is if you turn it on slightly, the pilot light will come on, but it won't actually start heating the element. But then as you turn it up higher, the switch will, the bimetal strip will engage, and then the heat switch will allow the um, load to turn on. But basically, it's at lower settings, the element stays on for less time. At higher settings, the element stays on for longer. So you guys will get to play with the simmerstat, and using a couple of light bulbs basically will get you to wire it up and then just use it to see what it's like. Obviously, because not everyone gets to play with the simmerstat. So yeah, the PowerPoint's just showing that as you turn it on, the second light bulb stays on for longer as you turn it up in the settings. Yeah, when I did my pre-trade back in the day, we had to literally sit there with a stopwatch and time for how long the light bulb stayed on and how long it was off for. We're not going to get you guys to do that. It's just a waste of both yours and our time. And then we'll get you to do motor installation and testing. So we'll get you guys drawing and then wiring up basic DOL for single phase and three phase. So on the screen, circuit breaker, a stop button, a start button, and the retention coil A1. You push the start button, the coil energizes, and the coil pulls in A1, and that forms the circuit even once you let go of the start button. Then as soon as you push the stop button, coil stops, and then A1 lets go. Yep, and so this is the way the control circuit would work for a three-phase motor. So you push the start button, it engages the coil, which then causes the latching contact to close, as well as all of the contacts for the motor circuit. And so the motor will then start turning. Then if you push the stop button, everything else turns off. That's the basic direct online start for the motor. And if you guys get far enough along in all of the motor control, the switching, and everything, then there may be time to do a few more motor starting circuits, because that's not something you guys get to do all the time. And at some point, we will get you to reverse a three-phase motor. So motor installed, red, white, blue. Push the on button, and the magnetic field spins to the right or clockwise, so the motor will spin clockwise. But then if you take those same wires and wire it red, blue, white instead of red, white, blue, it will spin the other way because you've reversed two of the phases. The block course will be in different places for different people. So if you're in basically anywhere in the Lower Hutt or Wellington region, you'll be coming here to the Wellington Training Centre. I believe some of the people up Wanganui ways, I'm not sure if there's a Palmy one, but I do know that if you're further north of Palmerston, north of Wanganui, there are other training centres. so you won't necessarily all be coming here. Yeah, so it's a bit of a scaled down night class. New Plymouth, I think you'll be going to Wanganui. Again, it'll all be confirmed when you get sent an email. It'll either be sent directly to you. No, it should be sent directly to you as well as your employer and your coordinator. And for those who are with Connexus, there was a bit of confusion. The As far as I understand, Te Pukenga does not require anyone to do a block course, but when we, or I say ETCO, submitted the training agreement to TEC, the Tertiary Education Commission, they included provision for a 1 week block course, and we kind of fought for it a little bit because we believe that you guys are going to get something out of the block course as well, and it's good just to see where you guys are at in terms of your practical knowledge. I know some of you guys will be well and ahead because you've been in the industry or at least industry adjacent for a little bit longer, and then obviously some of you guys will need a bit yeah, a bit more. But yeah, I've got a lot of things that I could probably say about Te Pukenga, but I will just hold my tongue because this is being recorded. But yeah, thanks for signing in tonight. Next week we will be getting straight back into actual proper. Yeah, I'll stop the recording soon. Yeah, so next week we'll be looking at a bit of faults, some DC arcing and things like that. And actually, yeah, I will stop recording because that is all of the stuff that we need to.